Do you consciously make the decision to win each day, like at this point in your life, or is it such a habit now that you know you're going to go and just get after it no matter what happens?
I don't consciously. And again, by the way, I love win the day. I love that whole philosophy. For me, winning it implies someone else losing sometimes, or something losing. There's a win and a loss. But when we talk about winning the day in the way you talk about, part of me understands that loss is good, and sometimes the day won't feel like winning. And I know we're going to turn it into winning, right? But the idea is sometimes you got to take a loss. Sometimes you got to take a kick in the teeth, and sometimes the day is not going to feel like you won it. Sometimes the day is going to feel just pretty lousy. Now, you can reframe that and i.e. win the day, right? But there's a power and a utility in accepting and autopsying loss, because that's where we grow, right? We grow from those lessons. And it's again, it's neurologically true. One of the things that neuroscientists will tell us is that when we create neural networks in our brain, when we learn something, those neural networks and the myelination that happens is accelerated by 10 or 20 times when three things are present. Those three things are novelty, intensity, and focus. Okay, so when you have all those three things, you learn things very fast. This is why when we learn the alphabet, we'll never forget the alphabet song, because there's a tune to it, But it's also why it's the difference between being told a stove is hot or touching a hot stove. When you touch a hot stove, there's immediately novelty, intensity, focus, right? Bad things that happen in our lives, the times we lose, are novel, they're intense, and we're deeply focused, right? Mm-hmm. This is why we learn more from hardship than we do from success. And so I think part of winning the day, which I know is your philosophy, is even those days that doesn't feel like wins, you can actually turn it into a win by understanding that this loss is actually good and I'm going to use it. And so that's probably how I approach it. I think for me, setting these horizons of success is really critical to the accomplishment of any goal. But those horizons have to be subjective to what feels right for you. Yeah. So in some cases, hey, I'm going to get to the end of the day. That's the horizon. In some cases, I'm going to get to the end of this hour, or this 10 minutes or this 10 seconds, right? In some cases, it's I'm going to get to the end of this week, right? And so I think whatever that horizon is for you, again, it has to be meaningful for it to actually give you the reward that it's designed to give you, is also effective.